settings, please, guys. I think few people left the meeting. Few people left the meeting, it seems. I think some technical issue has come. Some technical issue. How to inform them, guys? Yeah, we got the message. Some technical problem. I too got the same problem, guys. Again, I reconnected. How to inform them? Class is back. Group post. How many people will see? Okay. Okay, now whatever it is, we'll start the session. Design patterns 614. Yes. 614. FlyWeight design pattern. FlyWeight DP. What is this? Feb the 5th, 2022. Okay, guys. Yeah, today's design pattern is FlyWeight design pattern. Yeah, FlyWeight means weight will fly na. FlyWeight means flying the weight means removing the weight, guys. FlyWeight. Head weight will fly. That means head weight will be removed. FlyWeight. That means it's not taking the weight and flying in the air. No, it's not the meaning. FlyWeight means sometimes we use the word fly to tell that some burden is removed, some burden is reduced, right? FlyWeight means reduce weight kind of thing. FlyWeight means reducing the weight. Weight towards reducing the weight towards object creation. Okay, CPU time utilization, CPU time utilization, memory utilization, and etc. Memory utilization and etc. Flyweight design pattern, guys. Shall we get into the next level discussion, guys? Come on, everyone. Right, guys. This DP says, create objects. 1 minute. To save the time, what I do is, according to Ganga 4, guys, flyweight pattern intent is use sharings to support large number of fine-grained objects efficiently. Think about sharing, boss. Think about sharing. So if any possibility of object reusability, think about reusability. Any possibility of reusability. It's not just one object. Multiple objects of multiple classes should be positioned to be reused. Wherever possibility of reusing, you do it. Wherever possibility is not there for reutilization, don't do it. Got it? This is according to Ganga 4, guys. Yes. Sharing is the most important, guys. Sharing. So what is this? Create minimum object, if possible one object, for each class, and keep in the cache memory for reutilization. Keep in the cache memory for reutilization. Reusability, guys. Keep in the cache memory for reutilization. Okay, guys. Flyweight design pattern. Okay, guys. Now listen what it says. Flyweight design pattern is used when we need to create lots of objects for a class. Since every object consumes memory space and can be crucial in low memory devices, like as such mobile devices, embedded system, flyweight design pattern can be applied to reduce the load of memory by sharing the objects. I hope you understood this statement, guys. Array, suppose your Java application is running in mobile device, guys. Your Java application is running in what? Mobile device. I hope you understood my statement. Yeah. Array, each byte matters, boss. Array, mobile are having less RAM, less hard disk memory. We cannot provide memory as they want, right? Observe one thing. iPhone RAM size is very less. iOS RAM size is very less. 16 GB, 32 GB will be there. But performance will be good. Android RAM sizes are bigger. They say 128, 256. After 3 years, mobile will become slow. Anyone noticed that? iPhone RAM size will be 32 GB, 16 GB. That's it. But when it comes to Android mobile, 256, 512, big numbers will be there. Exactly after 3 months, after 3 years, after 3 months or 3 years, mobile becomes slow. Did you ever heard iPhone becoming slow? Do you ever forward? No. But lot of Android people, guys, after 3-4 years, because of this slowness, they will change the phone. You remove the application, you do something, but still phone becomes slow. You'll get one or other problem, you'll force it to change the phone. That means what? The algorithms that are there in Android is not so great, guys. But the algorithms that are there in what? Come on. iOS is very efficient. They try to use less memory more efficiently. Wherever possibility is there, they try to use single object for multiple times in multiple angles. They try to use one single object for multiple times in multiple angles. Understanding my statement, boss? Got the clarity, my dear? Come on. No, it's not because of Linux kind of thing. It's basic designing algorithm, boss. The basic designing algorithm is like that. The basic designing algorithm is like that, boss. Okay. Now listen carefully. In flyweight pattern, instead of creating large number of similar objects, those objects are reused to save memory. This pattern especially useful when memory is the key concern. In embedded system application, for example, smart mobile comes with application. Let's consider it as an application which is similar to paint application. Listen carefully. User can draw as many shapes in it, like circle, triangle, squares, and etc. Everyone please focus. Okay, mobiles are small devices which come with a limited set of resources. Memory capacity in smartphone is very less and should be used it very efficiently. In this case, if we try to represent one object for every shape the user draws in the application, entire mobile memory will be used to fill up these objects and make your mobile run out of memory very quickly. I'll explain very nicely, guys. Suppose one circle drawn one object, 10 circle drawn 10 objects. You open paint application, intentionally drawn 1000 circles, 2000 squares, and 3000 triangles. How many objects are created, guys? 3 plus 3 plus 6000 objects are created. Or if only paint application only using entire memory for 3000 circles, it is going to be problem or not? Definitely it is going to be problematic or not? I want reply, my dear boss. I want reply from you, boss. Come on, everyone. Yeah, what they need to do? For circle class, they need to create one object. Using that one object, they need to somehow try to create 1000 circles of different radius. To create 1000 circles of different radius. To create 1000 circles of different radius, boss. Not method overloading. Very simple, guys. Inside the object, we take the sharing state, common state, which is required, which is changing time to time. We try to get them as method parameters. Problem is solved or not? For example, label name, okay, circle name is C1. That is common for all the circle they have drawn. Let us assume. Okay, that kind of label property we take inside the class as a normal property. But radius will change time to time. Sometime 1 radius, sometime 3 radius, sometime 10 radius, right? This radius will change time to time, guys. This kind of radius I try to pass as a method parameters. This kind of radius I try to pass as a method parameter. And then what happened, guys? So now one object created for circle class can be used to draw 1000 circles, 2000 circles, 3000 circles as needed or not. I want reply from you people, guys. Come on, everyone. So like this, the problem is solved. See it out? In this case, if you try to represent one object for every shape, 10 objects for 10 circles drawn, 100 objects for 100 circles drawn, 3000 objects for 3000 circles drawn. Come on. The entire mobile memory will be filled up with these objects and makes your mobile application run quickly out of memory. Run quickly out of memory. Are you comfortable, guys? Smart mobile comes with application, guys. For this, to solve this problem, tell me, guys, what is the story? Create one object for each shape class. Create one object for each shape class. Okay. Each shape class. And use that object. Use that object to draw multiple shapes. What is that? To draw each shape class like circle class, guys. To draw multiple same shapes like multiple circles, guys. Like multiple circles, guys. Okay. By keeping the object in the cache memory. Okay, cache memory. That means what, guys? Object reutilization takes place or not? Object reusability takes place. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Object reusability takes place, guys. Okay, guys. Now listen, guys. For this, we need to identify intrinsic properties and extrinsic properties of the class. Intrinsic properties and extrinsic properties of the class. This is my shareable. Extrinsic properties means what, guys? Non-shareable. Intrinsic properties and extrinsic properties of the class, guys. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Non-shareable. Take intrinsic properties. properties inside the class as member variables. As member variables. Okay. That means their state is common for all the objects of a class. Okay. And it take extrinsic properties. Extrinsic properties as the parameters of the class. Parameters of the method. Take what? Extrinsic properties as the parameters of the method, guys. Everyone getting my point here, guys? As the parameters of the method. That means data comes outside the object. Data comes to object from outside the object. From outside the object, guys. Yeah, have a look, guys. Then you will get idea. Public class circle. Private label. Private label. Label. Private label. Here I am taking constructor for the circle class. Circle. Label is equal to. Okay, label is equal to something circle. Okay, because circle, this label is fixed for all objects created, guys. Okay, then better to take inside now. Anyhow, we create one object and use it for multiple times. That's a different story. Yeah, but all circles will be drawn with the same radius. No. Okay, public void draw method into radius, guys. Into radius. Okay, here I will assume that there is a method drawing circle with radius plus radius. With radius plus radius. Tell me, guys. Okay, if I create, I will create one object. I will keep in the, I'll keep in the cache, and I'll try to use that object again and again. So now tell me what happened. Create one object. No, this is intrinsic, guys. Intrinsic data. You create any number of objects. For all objects, this data is fixed. This label circle is fixed. Okay, that means shareable data. You you have used this object for any number of times, this data is fixed. That's why shareable data, guys. Then what? Extrinsic data. What is this? Extrinsic data. Non-shareable data. Intrinsic data, shareable data. Extrinsic data, non-shareable data, boss. Intrinsic data, shareable data. Extrinsic data, non-shareable data, boss. Okay, guys. No. See, there is no question of creating multiple objects. We create one object and we keep in the cache and we use multiple times. The basic story is this. So there is no need of taking static also. Circle is equal to new circle of. Circle is equal to new circle of. Here I created circle class object. Here is my buffer or cache, guys. Buffer or cache. Okay. Here is my buffer or cache. Here is my some key, guys. Okay, circle C1. Circle object. What object, guys? Circle object. Circle object was. Here is my key. Here is my value. What object, guys? Circle object. Here is my key. Here is my value, boss. Now tell me, what is the story there? Circle is equal to new circle of circle is equal to new circle of buffer or cache, guys. This is my C1. This is my circle class object, guys. After this, what is the next, guys? What is this next one? Now what I do, the circle class object which is kept in the buffer will be accessed out, guys. Will be accessed out. Object dot draw 10. One shape is drawn. Object dot draw 20. Another shape is drawn. 30. Another shape is drawn. Tell me, guys, total how many circles have come? 3 circles have come. Circle 1, circle 2, circle 3. Same object is used how many times, guys? 3 times. Same object is used how many times? 3 times. Are you with me, guys? Same object is used how many times? 3 times. So this is flyweight design pattern, boss. This is a rough idea. This is not for anything. This is a basic rough idea, guys. Okay, first identify what is intrinsic data, what is extrinsic data. Intrinsic data you take inside the class as a member variable, because which is fixed for all objects. Extrinsic data you try to pass from outside as variables. You try to pass from outside. You try to pass from what? Outside. You try to pass from outside. You try to pass from outside. So that what happened? Create one object, keeping that object in the cache, and use that object for multiple times to draw multiple shapes. So what happens, guys? Okay, one object is reused again and again or not? Same object is used again and again or not? But not only for the circle class. You should do that for square class. You should do that for what? Rectangle class. You should do that for triangle class, X class, Y class, Z class, any class. We have to do the same. Right, boss. Right. Now listen carefully. Yeah, when exactly Devash Pandey, one circle is drawn in the pane application. What is need of holding its radius? Right? Dirty fellow. Use common sense. Use common sense. Circle drawn, radius gone. What's your problem? Because it's only for presentation only, na? Before applying flyweight design pattern, we need to consider following factors. The number of objects to be created by the application use. People are going to draw 1,000 circle, 2,000 circles kind of thing. Number of objects to be drawn. The object creation is heavy on memory and it can be time consuming too also. Don't apply this pattern everywhere. The object properties can be divided into intrinsic, extrinsic properties. Extrinsic properties of an object should be defined by client program. Okay. Intrinsic. Shareable for all objects or all operation, all method calls. Okay, guys, and not only gaming, right? Multiple places it is used. Extrinsic properties. given by client application as method parameter. Came outside, guys. Non-shareable. This is a non-shareable. Given by client application as method parameters. Okay, this is extensive. We have to identify that. We have to identify that. I think you got it. Huge number of objects. Yeah. To apply flyweight pattern, we need to divide object properties into intrinsic, shareable, non-intrinsic. Intrinsic property make object unique, whereas extrinsic properties are set by client code. Client code method call arguments and use it to perform client different operation. For example, an object of circle can have extrinsic properties such as color width, radius. Come on. Okay. For applying flyweight pattern, we need to create a flyweight factory that returns shade object. For our example, let's say we need to create drawing with lines, vowels. So we will have an interface shape, and its concrete implementations are 11 and vowel. Vowel class will have intrinsic property to determine whether it should be fill vowel or not. All this stuff. Given color or not, lines on are okay, fine, all this stuff, guys. Okay, we will already experience that. Yes, boss. This is one more thing we have to go for it. Right. Yeah. We need to keep the created objects for line comma vowel classes in the cache memory and reuse those objects to create, tell me guys, more line shapes and more vowel shapes. To create more line shapes and to create more vowel shapes, guys. Are you comfortable, my dears? To create more line shapes, to create more this one. Shall I give the problem code? Actually, I already explained the solution, but flyweight design pattern you are using every day, but you are not highlighting it. Anyone student of my spring classes, guys? Anyone who are students of my spring classes? The way spring IOC container behaves is flyweight, na? Especially for singleton scope beans. Creates one object, keeps in the internal cache, try to use it again. Don't you think flyweight pattern is there? Factory pattern is there, but factory is the basic pattern. Advanced pattern that is involved in what? Spring IOC container is flyweight pattern, Rababu. Flyweight pattern. Esa no na? The IOC container of Spring manages the singleton scope Spring Bean class objects. The singleton scope Spring Bean class objects. The singleton scope Spring Bean class objects in the cache of IOC container for reusability. So we can say there is flyweight DP. So we can say there is flyweight DP, boss. So we can say there is flyweight DP, boss. I think now bulb is glowing, na? It's creating one object for spring bean. Keeping that object in what? Mr. Devash Pandey, singleton scope at the red component also spring bean only, na boss. Come on. Right. So knowingly, unknowingly, flyweight design pattern is there, boss. Let it be Java project. Let me give the problem part today first. Okay. Flyweight DB. Flyweight DP. Flyweight DP problem. Yeah, it keeps both target and dependent. Dependent is also property, na? If properties are kept inside object, what is there in that? Flyweight DP pad problem, guys. Yes. Package. Com dot nt dot component. Some component, guys. Here is my interface shape. Interface shape. Public wide draw. Public wide draw. Something, guys. Okay. Into ARGS0. Why, sir? In case of square, it is length. In case of circle, it is radius. So that's why I will take it as what? ARGS0. Next one, string fill style. Line style, fill style. What should be filled inside that? Which color? Fills, fill color. Inside the shape, what color you want to fill? Next, string fill line style. String line style, guys. String line style, guys. String line style. Okay, I'm just taking only by keeping circle and this one into mind, guys. Right. Now listen carefully. Okay, first circle class, guys. Circle implements what? Shape. Private string label. Private string label. Circle. Label is equal to circle, guys. Label is equal to circle. Here is my draw method, guys. Here is my draw method. Yes, guys. Label is equal to circle, guys. Sys trace circle colon drawing circle. Tell me, guys. Drawing circle. Here you can while overriding you can take radius. Drawing circle with radius. With radius having fill color and line style and line style plus line style plus line style. Are you getting my point, guys? This is my circle.java, boss. Okay, I'm just not seriously drawing, guys, but I'm trying. See, all these are extrinsic properties. Intrinsic data, fixed. Extrinsic data. What is that data, guys? Extrinsic data, boss. Here is my extrinsic data, boss. Nothing else. That's cool. File save as square.java. Here is my square, guys. Label circle, guys. Radius fill color line style. Okay. But here this time not radius, guys. Square will have what, guys? See, it is the problem only. Still problem only. Side length. Okay. In side length. Okay, fine. Side length. Side length. Drawing square. This is not solution. Wait. I'll show the problem. Drawing square with side length. Side length plus side length. Side length plus side length. Everyone got the clarity, guys? Come on. Super. Circle.java, shape.java, square.java. Okay. That's fine. Now I'm developing client application. Observe it. Still, it's a problem only. Client application test. Yes, boss. Class, guys. What is this? FlyWeight problem DP test. FlyWeight problem DP test. Right. Go to square, guys. This label you change to square. This label you change to square. Right, boss. Let us assume end user is drawing the shapes, guys. End user is drawing the shapes. Into I is equal to 0. I is equal to 1. I less than or equal to 100. I less than or equal to 100. 1 minute, guys. Let me write sys_trace 1. Okay. 0 param constructor. Zero param constructor. Okay. Zero param constructor. Zero param constructor. I less than or equal to 1000 plus I. I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 1000, I plus. Okay. Now tell me, guys, I started creating 1000 objects. Circle is equal to new circle of. Circle is equal to new circle of. Tell me. Circle dot draw. What method, guys? Circle dot draw. What is I value? I plus 10. What is the fill color? Red. Fill style line. Dotted. Fill style dotted line or dashed. Whatever it is. Dashed. Okay. Right, boss. Drawing circle shape, guys. Drawing circle shape. Drawing square shape. Okay, 1000 square square is equal to new square of. Okay, square dot draw. That's it. Here is what? Blue color. Yeah. Tell me how many objects are created, guys. This is the problem only. Solution. It is not solution. How many objects are created, guys? Square sum 1000. Square sum 1000. Circle sum 1000. Total 2000 objects are seriously created or not? More shapes, more objects. Okay, then we have to bring cache memory into picture or not? Yeah, it's not just identifying intrinsic and extrinsic properties, guys. Before flyweight design pattern also, we have this kind of best designing, common properties inside the class, changing properties as method parameter. We have that maturity from the beginning. Come on. We have that maturity from the beginning. Come on, guys. Are you with me? Shape square. Shape and square, guys. Here is my shape, guys. Problem code I am giving to you people. Yeah, flyweight is more of maintaining cache, creating one object and keeping that object in the cache. Component interface. Component interface. Concrete. Component classes. Concrete component classes. Circle.java. Class 1. Class 2. Copy this. Paste. Client application. Creating 1000 objects for circle class. Creating 1000 objects for square class. Everyone understood my statement, guys? Yeah. Okay. What is the solution? Solution. Implement factory class with caching logic. Implement factory class with caching logic. Okay. To create object for each concrete class. Object for each concrete class, and to create object for each concrete class and to create object for each concrete class, come on, and to reuse that object by keeping the object in objects in a cache or buffer memory. Cache or buffer memory. Yeah, this is nothing but flyweight. This is nothing but flyweight pattern. Flyweight pattern. This is nothing but flyweight pattern. This is called solution. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? Yeah, Shivaji, but still you can create outside. Like, since we have separated intrinsic and extrinsic, fine. But if a designer failed to separate intrinsic and extrinsic, problem na, boss. And moreover, why I should know the object creation logic? Everything should be taken care by factory, boss. It's more of factory, boss. So that's why Spring IOC container is not based on factory pattern. Spring IOC container is based on flyweight pattern. It's a factory having logic to create object and maintaining that object in the cache for reusability. Everyone getting my point, guys? Yeah, someone is asking, sir, here only solution, na? You create object outside and draw it. See, since I have separated intrinsic and extrinsic, you are cool. You are cool. Suppose end user is not aware of separating also. Then if we create object outside, is going to work out. If we create object outside, is going to work out. That is also one important. Got it? Thank you, guys. Tomorrow we'll meet and we'll implement flyweight pattern. We are towards the last classes of Ganga 4 patterns, guys. Then we will move to JWE patterns. Have a nice time. Next class will be on Monday.